Constantine the Great reigned as Roman emperor from 306 to 337 AD. He stands as a truly pivotal figure in the long history of Christianity. His time on the imperial throne marked a dramatic and irreversible shift for the nascent faith. Constantine's actions transformed Christianity from a frequently persecuted sect. It moved from the fringes to become the dominant religion of the vast Roman Empire. This profound change not only shaped Christianity's future trajectory, but also fundamentally altered the course of Western civilization itself. Before Constantine's rise, Christians faced periods of intense and brutal persecution across the Roman Empire. These waves of persecution occurred under various emperors who viewed the faith with suspicion and hostility. Christians were often accused of disloyalty to the state and the emperor. The primary reason for this accusation was their steadfast refusal to worship the traditional Roman gods. This refusal was seen as a challenge to the very fabric of Roman society and imperial authority. A critical turning point arrived with Constantine's personal experience before the Battle of the Milvian Bridge in 312 AD. According to historical accounts, Constantine reportedly had a profound vision on the eve of this crucial confrontation. He saw a cross of light in the sky above the sun. Accompanying this celestial sign was an inscription or voice bearing the words, "In hoc signo vincis." This Latin phrase translates to, "By this sign, you will conquer." Interpreting this as a divine message, Constantine ordered his soldiers to mark their shields and standards with the Christian symbol, the Chi-Rho. His subsequent decisive victory at the Battle of the Milvian Bridge was widely attributed, by Constantine himself and later Christian historians, to divine intervention. This military triumph convinced him of the power and efficacy of the Christian God. Following his victory in 313 AD, Constantine and his co-emperor Licinius issued the Edict of Milan. This decree was a landmark moment in religious history. It granted religious tolerance and freedom of worship throughout the entire Roman Empire. The edict effectively brought an end to the systematic, state-sponsored persecution of Christians. It allowed Christians to practice their faith openly without fear of reprisal. Furthermore, the edict provided Christians with legal protection under Roman law. It also granted them the freedom to build churches, reclaim or own property that had been confiscated, and participate fully in public life and civil administration. This was a radical departure from the policies of previous emperors. Constantine's relationship with Christianity went far beyond mere tolerance. He actively supported and promoted the religion throughout his reign. He used imperial resources and influence to benefit the Christian community. He commissioned the construction of magnificent churches in important cities, including the original St. Peter's Basilica in Rome and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. These grand structures provided visible symbols of Christianity's rising status. Constantine also granted significant financial privileges to the Christian clergy. These included exemptions from certain taxes and civic duties, which further elevated the status and resources of the church hierarchy. Constantine's involvement extended even to the internal affairs of the Christian church. He intervened in theological disputes that threatened to divide the burgeoning faith. His most notable intervention was convening the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. This assembly was the first ecumenical council in Christian history, bringing together bishops from across the empire. The primary issue addressed was the Arian controversy, a major debate concerning the nature of Christ and his relationship to God the Father. The council, under Constantine's guidance and authority, formulated the Nicene Creed. This statement of belief became a foundational and enduring articulation of Orthodox Christian doctrine, defining core tenets for centuries to come. Constantine's motivations for his support of Christianity remain a subject of ongoing historical and theological debate. Scholars continue to discuss whether his actions stemmed primarily from genuine religious conviction or from shrewd political expediency aimed at unifying the empire. Regardless of his personal motives, his impact on Christianity is undeniable and profound. By providing legal protection, financial support, and imperial favor, Constantine allowed the religion to flourish and spread rapidly across the empire. His policies laid the essential groundwork for Christianity's eventual dominance as the state religion of the Roman Empire. This transformation fundamentally shaped the religious, political, and cultural landscape of Europe and far beyond its borders. Constantine's legacy is complex, viewed differently by various historical and religious traditions. However, his pivotal role in the rise of Christianity represents one of the most significant and transformative shifts in human history. If you want to see more history facts, please like, share, and subscribe.